pet here. I woke up this morning and found out that the Lionel 2023 Volume 2 catalog just dropped. And I did took a look at it on the contents earlier, and well, let's just say you're going to be in for quite a surprise. Listen, as you can see here, we're always suspecting something when when this part of the catalog shows up. First is the Chesapeake and Ohio F-19 Pacifics. Last time I can recall, the F-19s were shown. There were two of them, and they were way back at the 2000s. They were TMCC equipped. Now there much more than two this time, including one with a silver, with a gray boiler. And of course there's the holiday versions of those. And one in Pierre Marquette and Richmond, Fredericksburg, and Potomac. And the two that were offered last time, which were offered with the George Washington set. Of course, they also sold the George Washington train way back in the 2000s, but it was way different than this. I think there was a 4-pack, 2-pack, and a Sound Effects Diner. Now there's 3 2-packs in A, B, and C, and the Sound Effects Diner. Excuse me. And the 2 662s are now back in Rio Grande, Nickel Plate, Northern Pacific, Norfolk and Western, and I'm not gonna try to mispronounce that. I don't remember his name, but it starts with an F. And I think I just make the foamers happy. Yep. Western Maryland 1309 now has now finally made an appearance in O scale. With some cars to match. I think a lot of Western Maryland scenic fans are going to be really happy about this. And of course the consolidations, and we're in for a little surprise, particularly rail fans that live in my state. Here's a little fun fact for you. I actually rode on the Leadville train before, and believe it or not, this is actually on display, and it's known as the last coal-burning steam locomotive, and it actually the 641 actually. 641 actually operated until into the 60s. Yeah, it actually operated into the 60s. It's on display now, but the guys at the they already did an assessment on 641, and they said it will cost about well over $3 million just to restore the engine to operation, but it's actually in pretty good cosmetic shape. And of course we have Black River and Western. Duel from Sabi and I range, number number 332, I think. Yeah, definitely 332. Wind Trunk Western, Lehigh Valley, and Seaboard Airlines. And of course, the return of the Pennsylvania M1s. That's a nice touch. That's a nice touch right there. On this engine's tender. I like the stripes on this one. I think the M1s are actually fitted with a smaller tender, but I think those were supposedly like way back when they were first built. I think they were installed with the long haul tenders probably later on. And of course, the FEF3s, including two versions of our boy. Yep. Two versions of 844. And there's 841. Sorry about that. $843, $838, and $836. For those who don't know, $836 is probably the one being used as a parts donor. So it's on its way to the scrapyard, but it's a very snail's pace of a trip. And of course, they're doing the heavyweight passenger cars in Union Pacific. Some people even got this paint scheme mixed up with that of Southern Pacific. Well, the thing is I think the Southern Pacific versions are actually kind of darker, I think. And of course, there's the aux tender that were right behind the Generation 1 and veranda turbines. If I were to get one of these, it'll probably be the bottom two. Sorry about that.
You know what they say, coffee sizzles, spread the sizzles.
Alright. here's a little piece of trivia for you. The first time that the SD50s were ever sold by Lionel, it was way back in the 1990s. Sometime before I was born. And the first time that the SD50, the railroad those diesels came in was Rio Grande. So yeah, some people claim that the SD50s were the first scale diesels. Yeah, there were some Dash 8s and SD40-2s that were that probably came before the SD50s, but they were one of the first. They were one of the first scale diesels that Lionel made. And of course, there's chassis system, Missouri Pacific. There's Conrail in two variants of the paint scheme. There's the quality paint scheme and support the troops. Yes, yeah. I'm from a military family, so support the troops is a huge plus for me. And of course, there's Norfolk Southern. And I can hear the Redigan Northern foamers fapping right now. Seriously, you can hear them fapping for about miles away. Oh, and here's the aces, as I like to call them. There's one in Union Pacific. And of course the Norfolk Southern heritage units. There's Central River, New Jersey, Illinois Terminal, Erie, Lackawanna, Erie, Norfolk, not Norfolk Southern, bleh, New York Central. Here's GP30s. This has been a while. Here's Alaska, two versions of Conrail, Pennsylvania, Santa Fe, Wisconsin Central, and New York Central. Oh, here's one of my. This is my one of my personal favorites. Personal favorite EMD locomotives. The F7, the EMD F7s. There's Frisco, Blue Bonnet version of the Santa Fe, and there's Burlington route, and of course the ABBA sets. There's Boston and Maine, and a really nice version of the Rock Island. Yeah, believe it or not, the where I live, the Rock Island used to have a branch that goes out to a nearby town of Playview. The branch is now a bike trail, but it has been disconnected by a road. So it's basically two trails in one, but they are thinking of making the to trail one huge one in the future. I highly doubt it, though. And of course, the Empire Builder. Finally, we're getting an O-scale version of the Empire Builder. There's the F7s in an AA set, and there's probably, and of course, there's 2 B units to go with it. And of course, the entire train itself. And of course, there's the Alco S2s. I really like the paint scheme of this one. And of course, there's NASA, U.S. Army, Lehigh, New England, Canadian Pacific, ADM, and of course SIRT. I'm just using the initials here. And now we get to the legacy sets. The Lehigh George Scenic Railroad. There's an SD50, caboose, passenger cars, and of course the 2-pack. I think these are the Harrimans. These are basically the Harriman cars. Yeah, these are Harriman cars that were used by Southern Pacific. And believe it or not, there was actually a whole bunch of them still being used by the Grand Canyon. There's the M1 Middle Division freight set and the Western Pacific Feather River Canyon set. Finally, we're getting the American Orient Express, the train that had promising hopes but failed miserably. I blame bureaucrats for it. I'm not too sure if the Orient Express had a Vista Dome. But here's the rest of the train itself. If I were to get this train, it would be everything but the Vista Dome. I don't think the Vista Dome is. I don't think the American Orient Express had a Vista Dome. Of course, they had some extra cars on it. Here's Amtrak, and of course these two RPOs that have been refitted for Emergency Way use. This will definitely look good on a work train. And of course, there's some extra Heavyweight passenger cars. I'm mostly gonna, if I would have buy any of these, I would have buy the bottom three here and the Rio Grande Station car. Yeah, I would buy the Rio Grande Station, the Union Pacific passenger car up there, and these two coaches down here. Alright, we're getting onto the freight cars. Freight is great. Here's the gondolas in Bethlehem steel. There's a car that is confettied. Pittsburgh, Lake Erie, Reading, and U.S. Army Transportation Corp. Nice. And of course, there's the sheltered boxcars. There's the PS1s. Ah, yes. The boxcar with pornography on them. Just kidding. It's actually, just kidding. It's just, advertisements. Dang it, I wish there was a freight car with a pin up on it. And of course, there's the composite 2-bay hoppers. There's the individual, and from what I can read here, there's the individual into 3-packs. Basically, they're Pennsylvania, Lehigh Valley, Burlington Route, and CNO. Oh boy. Here's the PS2 CD and PS2 CD converted hoppers. And from the looks of this can be promising to some. Clearly, this is basically Accord Grain Company, Illinois Terminal. Family Lines and EDM and a mixture of 3 companies right here, but as you can see, this is no ordinary 3-packs as we have seen in the past. I think they got this from MTH, from a thing they did a while back, and here, how about I put my phone down and show you. Let me go get it. Down, demon. Now. This is something that MTH did a while back. Back from 1999 to 2001. And that is this. These are basically called the Merger Series sets, and there were about 7 of them. There were 3 BNSFs, including this one, 3 Union Pacifics, and 1 Norfolk Southern. I'll do a separate video on these guys later on. But, hey, I think this is where this came from. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I think. But this is what I think it may have come from. So yeah, if you want to get like a 3-pack set that actually is unique and stands out from the crowd, I think these may be right up your alley. And of course, there's the single shelter boxcars. I actually have 2 Burlington Northern versions of these. And of course, John Deere. It's still debatable. See if it's still debatable if I am going to get like a John Deere building for my layouts soon. But those are really nice. Now we're on to the Ready Run 027 stuff. We can skip through this. Okay, the first one is the Berks. Yeah, this is not the same tooling they use for the Polar Express one they use over and over again. This is definitely from the post-war Berks. And I see they have the 759. The Lionel Lines one. With some logo there. Oh, sorry. Sometimes that technology doesn't want to listen. There's the Detroit, Two-Wheeler, and Ironton. And of course the Santa Fe. Good old Santa Fe. And of course there's the GP7s. Nickel plate. E&B. Jersey Central and Rock Island. And of course there's the consolidations that are old MTH tooling. But this is a nice set. This is really nice. And of course it's the Looney Tunes. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think what is probably going on in the Acme factory right there? There's Wile E. Coyote smash print right there. Yeah, I think this is definitely a train set my family won't mind of me getting it, because we all grew up with Looney Tunes at some point in time, myself included. There's Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck on a handcar. How much you guys want to wager that's not going to last long? Because you have Daffy and Bugs on a handcart. Do you really think they're ever going to get along? There's the two Looney Tunes cars. Ooh. Oh, the American history, American history right here. American history series. There's the Boston Tea Party. The Battle of... I'm not going to pronounce that. Oh, the Wright brothers. 120th anniversary. And of course the Gettysburg Address. Our first Republican president, Abraham Lincoln. Oh, finally. They're bringing that car back. The little balloon car, they're bringing that back. And the missile car that goes with it. It'd be nice if they just re-release the Minuteman boxcar. There's the flat car with pipes, Birmingham steel, and finally smoke. There's scented smoke fluid. There's unscented log cabin, wood stove, sugar cookies, pine, hot chocolate, peppermint, maple syrup, winter wonderland. Excuse me, I had to scratch an itch. Oh, that's better. American Summer, Happy Birthday, Vanilla Bourbon, and Bay Leaf and Tabasco. Yeah, I could see some of these being Christmas scents. I'll speak of the devil, there's this. Yeah, there's the Christmas stuff. There's the Christmas stuff. I think this year the Christmas stuff is going to have their own catalog. It would be nice, but I think that may happen. And of course, there's the 100th anniversary of Disney Mickey and Minnie Mouse hand car. There's the LCCA stuff. There's the yeah, this is definitely LCCA stuff right here. There's the there's stuff that are custom right here. And of course the Lionel train table. Still $9,000. That is way too much out of my budget. And that's the end of it. Now, you're all probably thinking if I'm ever gonna get stuff like that. Well, I'm gonna wait until later this year, probably around November and December, when it comes onto the second-hand market. When the online shops are offering them on discounted prices. So yeah, I'm waiting for the second-hand market to receive such a thing. So yeah, that's the catalog, boys. And with that, I think I'll just pick the favorites here. I really do think the F-19s are definitely something to get. And it's really nice that the consolidations, particularly the 641 and the 332, is among the consolidations there. Since I actually saw the 641, I may think of getting it, budget willing, but I'm not setting anything up here. So yeah, there's that for you. Also, I really think the FEF3s, particularly the 844, would be mildly received. And of course, the Western Maryland 1409, a lot of people are gonna buy that. That's probably an instant seller in my book. The F7s, I really do like the Great Northern and the Rock Island ones. That's truly something else right there. And for the hoppers being the huge PS2 CD converted ones, it's nice that they're coming in 3-packs, but it's also nicer to see they're coming in a random assortment. Like a random assortment like that. So yeah. So yeah, that's actually pretty nice. And of course the SD50s. Like I said, it all started way back in the 1990s with the Rio Grande ones. I think the 1990 ones came in a powered and dummy set. That's what I think. That's what I think they were, according to what I saw on I Love Toy Trains and what I read in the old 1990s classic trains magazines from way back in the day. So yeah, that is something to be. That is probably something. If I would have buy any SD50s, I will buy either the chassis system, the Rio Grande, or the Missouri Pacific ones, and possibly the Conrails, particularly to support the troops. So I guess that's my take on the catalogs. My take on the Volunteer catalog. That's basically my take. So yeah. And like I said, if budget permitting and I get more of these, I may do these plus the Railway 6-pack, the 6-car freight packs that these supposedly came with, or that were released around the same time. So yeah, I'll do something like this in the future. And if you want to know what's your favorite part of the catalog, just go ahead and send something in the comments. Of course, this is and of course the my favorites are my favorite opinions on the catalog. I'm not bashing on anyone else's. So yeah, keep your tails dry, boys.